the channel. So today I thought I'd take you through the testing requirements that are going to be coming into effect here in the UK on the 11th of February 2022 for flights going from the UK to the USA and then back to the UK. Now, I've done a video on this before which I know proved really helpful for people, so I thought I'd come on here now and give you the updated requirements that are coming into place later on this week. So I'm going to run through the testing requirements in just a second, followed by then how we arranged our test, the process that we used, the website called Cured and the company and how they were, and then also give you some tips and tricks as well as to how you can find out the most up-to-date information about all of these testing requirements for your various holidays that you have planned this year. So I thought I'd start with the testing requirements for flights to the USA. So from the 11th of February 2022, you will still need to do a LFT or PCR test one day or the day prior before your flight. So if your flight is going on Monday at 9 AM or 1 PM, it doesn't matter. You can do your test the day before, so the Sunday, anytime. It doesn't matter what time it is on the Sunday, as long as it is the day prior to your flight. This test has to be done through an authorised means, either someone actually doing the test for you or through a video consultation if you're doing it at home with an LFT test. And I'll touch on that a little bit later on when I explain the company that we've used our test for our next trip. Once you have done your LFT or PCR test for the United States, you can then obviously fill out all your details on the Verifly app, fill out your passenger locator details, all that kind of information, and the app will then authorise you to obviously check in and do your flight. It's a really straightforward and simple process. That's the only requirement you need in terms of COVID testing to gain entry into the USA. You obviously still need your visa or ESTA as well though. So in terms of now coming back into the UK, it has changed slightly from what it was previously, so this is why I'm going to run through the new testing requirements for you. So as of the 11th of February 2022, if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer now need to do a test prior to coming back to the UK or after arrival. So you can enjoy your time out in the United States, you know, all your fun stuff, trips, theme parks, whatever it may be, and then you just simply hop on the plane back to the UK and that's it. You don't need to quarantine, you don't need to do a test when you come back, anything like that. It's a really nice, easy, straightforward process. If you are unvaccinated, however, you will still have to do the PCR or LFT 2 days prior to coming back to the UK, and you will then have to do either an LFT or PCR either on or before day 2 after your arrival. So that still remains in place for unvaccinated travellers, but as I just mentioned, if you are a vaccinated traveller, which means 2 doses, you are no longer required to do an LFT or PCR out in the United States prior to coming back into the UK or 2 days after arrival. That is what is being scrapped essentially in this new round of requirements. So I just wanted to run through now quickly the company that we used for our testing. So obviously, as I mentioned, to go up to the USA you need to have either an LFT or a PCR test arranged the day prior to your flight. So we've used the same company that we used back in December for our next trip, which was Cured. So I'm going to put a video up now alongside me talking, just to give you a rundown of how you kind of go through the website. But you go onto Cured's website, and on the little tab on the left you can click Fit to Fly USA. So that will take you to the section where you can buy the test that you need to obviously fly to the USA. You can then select whether you're fully vaccinated or unvaccinated. Obviously we're fully vaccinated, so you select that, and then for us you need to add the video consultation. So that is a requirement by the US government that you have a video consultation if you're doing an LFT at home. So you add that and it comes out as, I believe, £26.50 with the video consultation. In our case we needed 2, so you add that to your basket. You can then obviously go to checkout, and there's a discount code as well that BA have available. If you are flying with BA, or even if you're not flying with BA, you can use it. And you pop that into the discount box, and obviously you will then get a slight discount on the test prices. So for 2 of us it comes out at about £45, I believe. So in terms of the actual testing procedure with Cured and the video consultation, the way that works is once you've actually bought and paid for your test, you get an email. You can then register that test kit with your profile, and then you'll have a link as well to book your video consultation. As mentioned, it has to be the day prior to your flight, so we're flying out on a Monday, therefore we need to do our test on the Sunday. You select your appointment, you can choose from any time throughout the day. They're really, really flexible, and then once you've done that, it's booked and confirmed, and you just have to wait until the day. On the day, 1 hour before, you then get an email which will have the link that you need to go into to join kind of like a virtual Teams meeting, where you will then wait for someone to join the room with you, and they will go through the testing process with you. It's the same as any other testing procedure you've ever done before. They're just watching you, making sure you're doing it correctly, the right amount of time, that kind of stuff, answering any questions. Once you've done all that, they sign that off and say that's fine. You then obviously keep an eye on the timer. Once that's all done and dusted, you then upload a photo of your test kit to your profile, and that then gets approved and checked by someone, and your certificate to say that you've had this consultation and a negative result come through. And once that's done, then you can move on to the next stage, which is obviously then sorting out the Verifly app. Once you've done all that, you've been through the different forms, you'll be able to check in on your airline's website, and that just makes the process really nice, straightforward and easy. So one thing I did want to mention quickly is British Airways have a very handy kind of guide on their website where you can put in your departure airport and where you're going to, and then you can see all the testing requirements laid out nice and clearly for the flight you need out and for the flight you need back. So it tells you crystal clear what you need, and it's a really handy website to give you all the testing requirements of the countries that you're visiting. So I'll leave a link for that down below, and I have put a bit of a video in for you now as well, just so you can see that process and how it works. It gives you all sorts of handy information about any documents you may require, what kind of tests are allowed, and obviously the time period that you need for those as well. There's a little tab at the top left for the flight out, and a little tab on the right as well for the way back, and you can see for fully vaccinated and unfully vaccinated. So it's a really handy guide. If you're unsure, if this video is a little bit confusing or anything, you can just click that link in the description and it will lay it out in a kind of written format for you. I highly recommend checking out that website, as it is really, really handy. So that's just a very, very quick rundown for you of all the different testing requirements, how we've done it for our trip, and obviously the little handy tip about the BA website. Obviously you can use the BA website to find out the testing requirements even if you're not flying with British Airways. It's just a very useful tool that they've kindly created for people just to get some additional information and guidance. You've also obviously got the CDC website for America, or the UK Gov website here in the UK for more additional information about the various testing procedures. But yeah, it's a really nice straightforward process now. We are coming out of kind of COVID restrictions, thankfully, so it's becoming a lot more straightforward than it was, say, in December. But just to give you one final roundup, in order to go out to the USA, you need to have a LFT or PCR done the day prior to your flight. You then go over to America, you enjoy your time out there, and then when you come back to the UK, there's now no need to do a test when you arrive. Before you arrive or 2 days after, anything like that. Is really nice and straightforward now, unless you are not fully vaccinated, in which case the same testing procedures that happened back in December, which I can discuss with you in a video up here, are still in effect, where you need to have the test prior to coming back into the UK, and the test obviously 2 days after arrival as well. So that's going to be all for this video. If you have any questions about anything I've discussed here, please leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please leave a like on the video as well if it's helped you out a bunch. It really helps us out. And yeah, click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, as we've got many more videos coming soon on Florida, cruises and all that kind of fun stuff. So many thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.